watching Fraser Focus. A local Langley company received the Top Choice Award in the Renovation Services category. If you're wondering why, it's because of salvage projects like this one. What stages are you at now?
So right now we're putting up the siding. We got all the rain screen straps down or on the wall right now. And we're going to put some hardy planks going across right underneath the windows, as well as hardy boards above the windows to give it a nice contrast.
So you can make a lot of changes, you know, using this.
Keep it all as a reno.
Yeah.
As long as you keep a certain percentage as original and we build on top of it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of unforeseen mysteries underneath the ground, inside the walls because of the age of the house and it pretty much falling apart.
What was back here before?
Absolutely nothing really. It was pretty much destroyed. There was a heavy slope in the grade where it was pretty much going from the top at the bottom of the fence down 4 feet over here. So we put a retaining wall to lift up the grade. So now you have a nice level surface.
We've got to make sure we get the right side down.
Are you gonna do that or not?
So why did they give you guys the Top Choice Award?
It would be customer satisfaction, I would think. Right? Just everybody just happy with the quality of work and customer service. We're pretty much 24/7. If anybody has any questions or concerns, we're a simple phone call away and can shine light on anything and everything.
The drywall needs to be fixed right there too. Get that framed up, drywalled. We'll call the stone guy.
What did it look like?
The house was pretty much stripped. The homeless had moved in. We found tons and tons of needles.
I mean, it was an absolute disaster. Like, I wish you would have seen it before. I mean, it was I mean, we had to put a fence up and everything so that people couldn't get into, well, they still got onto the property and living up in the attic.
With housing prices and living costs at such an extreme high these days, there are so many of these houses that people are just squatting in and living in while they're homeless. I can't believe this is where so many people were staying.
They stole all the copper piping out of the house.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were missing all of that. It was important to the development, the area that we're in. We weren't allowed to. The city would not allow us to tear everything down. Okay. It's a redevelopment area, so they would not. So it wasn't really our choice to save. We had to. We had no choice.
So there's rules.
There's rules, yes. This piece of wood right here was it the tree? We took down a big tree in the backyard.
No
and
way.
One of Daryl's guys actually made this the top of the fireplace, which is, how awesome is that? I mean,
that is one of the trees from the backyard.
That is one of the trees. Well, it was the big tree that we had in the backyard.
You're seeing kind of a trend now starting where you're having deconstruction as well. So the homes are being pulled apart piece by piece to be reused, whether it's being used for foundations, whether it's being reused in the home, whether it's being reused for whatever it might be reused for, but we're trying to get away from throwing that into the landfills.
The building didn't come out this far. We took it all off, everything that wasn't permitted, and built it up pretty much from where that wall is right there. This is all pretty much new.
So we basically stripped the house down to the bones and rebuilt it structurally and to code to what you see now.
This is beautiful. Daryl did an amazing job. Well, Ridgewater did an amazing job.
According to 2017 stats from Metro Vancouver, 370,000 tons of construction and demolition debris ends up in the landfill. The country and city encourages more recycling and salvage projects like this one. I'm Leah Bolton. You're watching Fraser Focus. Stay with us.